Hi, beautiful being. These days we hear a lot of people are saying they're doing research. And I just want you to know that you can't research awakening. You just can't do that. Because awakening can only be found now. You can search, and you search inside yourself. That's what you do. You look inside and you find, well, there's nothing here. I maybe can think that inside of me I've got my internal organs and blood and bones, but when I stop thinking and I just look, there's like an emptiness, there's nothing here, and yet I still am. So this is it, we search and we find the truth. When we research, we want other people's opinions, or we want something that our rational mind can get its teeth into, can understand. So somebody might say, well, I went inside and I saw this great light and I followed the light and these angels appeared before me and blah-de-blah-de-blah, you know. All of that stuff is just the mind. That's all it is. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's still an experience. The truth, the true awakened experience, is when we, as awareness, literally we become the experience. There is just awareness experience, awareness/experience. And so there's no time to reflect. There's no time to say, well, I saw this light and something else happened next. Maybe that happens, but we're not holding on to it. We're not reflecting back on it and saying, oh, that was really important. It's the mind is bringing stuff up, and after that experience, in being back in normality, we might say, we don't consider that to be any different to seeing some light and, you know, imagining that we're speaking to some angel. It's the experience is always changing. It can sometimes be divine, it can sometimes be less than divine. In the way that our mind understands it, we can say, really, it's all divine. It's all divine. It all comes from God, it all comes from the divine. And it's only our minds which separate everything into, well, that must be spiritual and that isn't. And so coming back to this idea, or this truth, that you can't research awakening, you just can't do that. I mean, I love the book, the Tao Te Ching. I think it's really the greatest spiritual text. He starts it off by saying, those who know do not speak, those who speak do not know. And then he carries on and he doesn't really say anything, but he just keeps contradicting himself. And the idea of this is to get us out of the rational mind, which is always trying to understand things, and to bring us pop now into the present. And so that's what I'm endeavouring to do here too, is to not give you anything, or not to insinuate to you that there's anything to understand. There isn't anything to understand. While you think there is, then you're really just focusing on your own rational mind. And you're doing that. Nobody else is doing it to you. People like David Icke, as he's saying, he's waking up, and when he woke up he realised there's these gatekeepers keeping the truth from everybody. Well, you're not awake, David. You're not. Because that gatekeeper is just a condition of your own mind. You're the gatekeeper of yourself. And once we see that, goodness, I can imagine that there are all kinds of terrible things happening in the world, but where are they right now? And even in the time when I'm confronted with something very challenging, it's my choice ultimately as to how I respond to that. So I can respond to it either by saying, this is really terrible, this is bad, it shouldn't be happening, or I can see it as it is. And as I do that, I allow the genius intelligence of my subconscious to connect with life and to respond in the best possible way. Okay? So again, research has absolutely no place whatsoever in real awakening. Okay, so please like, please leave a comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.